Hey there. So you're over 60 and you've been hearing about solar panels everywhere, right? Maybe your neighbor got them, or you saw an ad that got you curious. But then that little voice in your head starts whispering, am I too old for this? Will I even live long enough to see it pay for itself? Look, I get it. That's exactly what my friend's dad asked me last month. He's 67, been in his house for 20 years, and he's tired of watching his electric bill climb every summer. But he was worried about making such a big investment at his age. Today, I'm going to walk you through the real math. Not the sales pitch, not the scary stories, just the honest numbers. Before we dive into numbers, let's talk about what this is really about. Taking back control. You've worked your whole life, you've paid off your house, and now you're supposed to just accept that your electric bill will keep climbing 3, 4, 5% every year. And here's something most people don't realize. This isn't just about you anymore. When Jim was thinking about solar, he told me, I want to know that when I'm gone, this house won't be a burden on my kids. A paid-off solar system doesn't just lower your bills, it lowers bills for whoever lives in this house next. Whether that's you for the next 20 years, or your children, or whoever buys it from your estate. All right, here's where I want you to grab your most recent electric bill. Go ahead, I'll wait. Got it? Good. Look at that total amount you paid last month. The average American homeowner breaks even on their solar investment in about 7 years. But payback can range from 6 to 12 years depending on what you're paying for electricity right now. The more you're paying, the faster solar pays for itself. Now I know what you're thinking. 6 to 12 years? I'm 65. What if something happens? But here's what most people don't realize. That's just when you break even. After that, it's pure savings for another 18 to 20 years, maybe more. Here's Jim's real example. His August bill was $267. In December, it was $186. His average over the year? About $210 per month. That's $2,520 per year going to the electric company. We installed a system that cost $19,000 up front, but after the 30% federal tax credit, which I'll explain in a minute, his real cost was $13,300. His new average electric bill? Around $25 per month. So he's saving about $185 monthly, or $2,220 per year. Simple math. $13,300 divided by $2,220 per year equals 6 years to break even. After that, it's $2,220 per year in his pocket for the next 20 plus years. Now look at your bill again. If you're paying $150 or more per month on average, solar probably makes financial sense for you. If you're paying $100 or less, it might still work, but the payback will be longer. Now, let's talk about paying for this thing, because I know that's where a lot of people get nervous. Here's my number one piece of advice. If you can pay cash, do it. I know that sounds scary, writing a check for $14,000 to $20,000 after the tax credit. But hear me out. When you pay cash, every dollar you save on your electric bill goes straight into your pocket. No loan payments, no interest, no monthly worries. Plus that 30% tax credit? That's real money back on your tax return next year, but only if you own the system outright. I had a client last month, Martha, she's 72. She was spending $220 a month on electricity. She paid $19,000 cash for her solar system. With the tax credit, her real cost was about $13,300. Now she gets a $15 electric bill every month instead of $220. That's $205 a month she keeps in her checking account. But maybe you don't want to tie up that much cash. I totally get that. If you're going to finance, keep it short and sweet. A 5-year loan, maybe 7 at the most. Here's why. You want those loan payments gone before you're fully retired and living on Social Security. Whatever you do, please, and I cannot stress this enough, stay away from those 20 or 25-year leases and power purchase agreements. Here's the critical part. If you lease your panels, you don't get that 30% tax credit at all. The leasing company keeps it, not you. Plus, these contracts often have escalating payments built in and can complicate selling your home. The last thing you want on a fixed income is a bill that keeps going up, especially when you could have owned the system and been done with payments years earlier. Okay, let's be completely honest about both sides of this decision, because I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to help you make the right choice for your situation. The good stuff first. Solar essentially freezes a big chunk of your electric bill at today's rates. While your neighbors are dealing with those annual rate increases, your production costs stay the same. When you're living on Social Security and a fixed income, that predictability is worth its weight in gold. And the warranties? These aren't your grandfather's appliances. Most panels come with 25-year performance warranties, and they're built to last 30 years or more. We're talking about equipment that'll probably outlast both of us. Plus, let's not forget, you're doing something good here. Every month, your system is producing clean energy instead of burning coal or gas. If you've got grandkids, they're going to inherit a planet that needs all the help it can get. Now, the challenge is, because let's be real, this is a significant investment. If putting $15,000 to $20,000 into solar means you can't sleep at night because you're worried about having enough for emergencies, then don't do it. Your peace of mind is worth more than any electric bill savings. And if there's any realistic chance you might need to move to assisted living or closer to family in the next 5 to 7 years, the math gets trickier. Energy Sage notes that people planning to move soon may not see the full benefit before they sell. Solar does add value to your home, but you need to stay put long enough to see those monthly savings add up. The biggest risk getting taken advantage of. I hate to say this, but there are companies out there that specifically target seniors with too good to be true deals. If someone knocks on your door promising free solar or pressures you to sign today, walk away. Good companies don't operate that way. Let me share a couple of stories that might sound familiar. First, there's Lenny. He's a retired NASA scientist, 72 years old. He told Solar.com that a 7 to 10-year payback made perfect sense to him because he planned to stay in his house. He wanted the predictable bills on his fixed income, and he liked the idea of increasing his home's value. Then there's the conversation I saw on a solar forum last week. This guy, 67, just got his system turned on. He paid cash, avoided the long-term financing trap, and he's already seeing those lower bills. He said the best part isn't even the money. It's not having to worry about what his electric company is going to charge him next summer. But I also saw a cautionary tale. A woman whose 78-year-old father got talked into a 25-year solar lease with payments that go up 2.9% every year. Now he's locked into rising payments on a fixed income. And if he needs to sell the house, it's complicated. Remember, with leases, he also missed out on that 30% tax credit entirely. The lesson? The deal structure matters as much as the decision itself. The bottom line from everyone I talked to who's happy with their choice: they did their homework, they got multiple quotes from established local companies, and they kept their financing simple, either cash or short-term loans. So here's where we land. Is solar worth it if you're over 60? If you can check most of these boxes, then yes, absolutely. You're planning to stay in your home for at least 8 to 10 years. You can either pay cash or keep financing to 7 years or less. And you want protection from those rising electric bills on your fixed income. But remember, the clock is literally ticking. That 30% federal tax credit for homeowner-owned systems disappears forever on December 31st, 2025. Starting in 2026, payback periods will jump by 43% longer. We're talking about thousands of dollars in extra costs if you wait. If this sounds like it might be right for you, here's what I'd do. Get quotes from at least 3 reputable installers, no door knockers, but established companies with good BBB ratings and local references. And if you want a personalized, pressure-free quote from us at Integrate Sun, we'd be happy to show you what solar would cost and save on your home. Just click the link in the description to schedule a free consultation. And please don't let anyone pressure you. A legitimate company will give you time to think, answer all your questions, and provide references. If they're pushing you to sign today or offering deals that sound too good to be true, that's your red flag right there. Got questions about your specific situation? Drop them in the comments below. I read every single one, and I'll do my best to point you in the right direction. And if this helped you think through the decision, hit that subscribe button. We put out practical, no-nonsense solar advice every week. Remember, this isn't about age. It's about making smart financial decisions that work for your specific situation. You've been making good choices for 60+ years. Trust yourself to make this one too.